Hi students, welcome to today's class. How are you dears? Fine? Good. Students, in the previous class we discussed about constitution, framing of the Indian constitution and the preamble of the constitution. Today we will continue this chapter. The preamble of the Indian constitution goals. First one, democracy. The government is run by the representatives elected by the people. Second one, secularism. The citizens' right to profess and propagate the religion of their preference. The state does not favor any religion. The state has no official religion. Next, socialism. Social justice is ensured by minimizing social, economic, and political inequalities in society. Sovereignty. The complete power to take decisions on external and internal matters. Next, republic. The head of the state is decided through election. So students, now you are familiar with the basic goals of the Constitution from the preamble. Next, the main features of the Indian Constitution. The main features of the Indian Constitution are parliamentary system, fundamental rights, fundamental duties, directive principles, the rule of law, federal system, written constitution, and independent judicial system. Let's look at them in detail. First one, parliamentary system. The Indian Constitution envisages a parliamentary democratic system. What is parliamentary democratic system? People elect their representatives through universal adult franchise to govern the country. The elected members function as a council of people's representatives. This council of representatives is known as the parliament. The parliamentary system is a form of government formed by the elected representatives. Lawmaking is the major function of the parliament. In India, there are elected councils of people's representatives at the center and in the states according to the parliamentary system of government. There is a parliament at the center and state legislative assemblies in the states. The Prime Minister and other ministers can continue in power till they enjoy the majority in the parliament. Similarly, the Chief Minister and other ministers can continue in power till they enjoy the majority in the state legislative assembly. The parliamentary system ensures the people's authority and control over the rulers through the elected representatives. On the contrary, in the presidential system, the people directly elect the head of the state. United States of America and France are examples. Next, fundamental rights. Right to equality, right to freedom, right against exploitation, right to freedom of religion, cultural and educational rights, right to constitutional remedies. The fundamental rights are guaranteed by the Indian Constitution for the success of democracy and the comprehensive development of citizens. The governments have the responsibility to ensure these rights to their citizens. If the fundamental rights are violated, the citizen has the right to approach either the High Courts or the Supreme Court. The Constitution entrusts the courts to issue certain writs to protect the rights of the citizen in such circumstances. The right to education is included in Article 21A of the Constitution. It is the responsibility of the country to ensure quality primary education for all children. Have you seen this picture in schools? Yes, This is the logo of Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan, which is one of the government projects to ensure this responsibility. Next one, fundamental duties. The Constitution not only guarantees the fundamental rights but also states the fundamental duties of every citizen. Fundamental duties are the duties of each and every citizen towards the nation that are to be performed compulsorily. The fundamental duties insist that citizens should respect the Constitution and government institutions, protect environment, and preserve the great Indian cultural heritage. The society will progress smoothly only when every citizen performs his duties while enjoying his rights. The rights and duties are like the two sides of a coin. The rights cannot exist without the duties. Next one, directive principles of state policy. Some principles are laid down in our Constitution as directions for the policy makers and rulers to ensure social justice. They are known as the directive principles of state policy. The directive principles should be followed for the welfare of the people and the development of the state. While framing laws and policies, governments are trying to implement them. A person can approach the judiciary if his or her fundamental rights are violated, but one cannot approach the court to enforce the directive principles. They are put into practice through the willpower of the government and the people. So students, today we discussed about the goals of the preamble of the Indian Constitution and the four main features of the Indian Constitution, that is parliamentary system, fundamental rights, fundamental duties, and directive principles. I hope all of you understood today's section. We'll meet you in the next class with the continuation of this chapter. Thank you.